Welcome back to the pyramid. Today we're going to be getting on with a few things. First of all, we're going to get started with some witch water automation, and that's easy enough. I showed it at the end of last episode, but we can just go and set it up now. Now that the water is converted across to witch water, I think I showed it last episode anyway. It's back here, right next to where we're going to be, well, we're producing endstone. We've got this container here, wooden barrel. It's on top of mycelium, and it basically is generating witch water for us. So we can just grab that with a bucket. Okay, we grab that out of the system, and then we're going to basically just attach a fluid input bus to here. Okay, and we're going to configure this as being witch water only, please, so it won't import anything else, which means if I dump this over here, it won't immediately try to import the water, which is the important part, and that's pretty much automatic from that point onwards, so I don't need to do anything else. Once you have sufficient amount of that, you can then put basically soul sand through it, and you can start getting, is it soul sand? No, you can generate soul sand, I should say, that way. And I'm going to put this in the system, I think. Let me just get to fluid terminal. I think we should be able to put it in by the fluid terminal. I don't really do that all that often, but we should be able to. Yeah, there it goes. So yes, we got 458 buckets of lava, more than enough to feed our Britannia setup. I haven't crafted any more of the flowers yet that we need for it, but it just happens in the background. The floating thermal lily, it's already started. In fact, the time is obviously triggered, and this thing will start building up. It's already about, I don't know, about a tenth of the way up. So yeah, it's working. I don't need to even to maintain it or anything like that. It'll just happen automatically. Good. So we've got witch water started. We've got lava being sent out there for Britannia, and that means we've got some mana, so we need to look at some other bits and pieces. I've converted across most of the pieces across in here, across to the ore equivalent, so if we ever need that, that's quite straightforward. So then we need to start looking at making diamantine. Okay, so diamantine. I'm going to want 16 man diamonds, so I'm going to want at least one more. I could use that diamantine, but what I actually really want is the empowered version. Here we are. The empowered version in the empower it needs mana diamond, it needs manulin, it needs malachite, and it needs zirconium. So let's see how much of each we've got. So zirconium, we got 15. I need 16. How is that made? It's just a pulverizer, isn't it? Or it's just it's just diorite. And we can make diorite. So yeah, and that comes from a rock crusher, which is over here. Yeah, and we've already got some more here, so that's more than good enough for me. And there's our 16. So okay, so 16 is going to be needed to make the next step in the process. Don't worry about why just yet. So 16 of those, we're going to get another mana diamond sorted. We should have enough for that in that little mana pool now. I don't have to go back here and drop in any more coal. There we go, 16 of that. Then we need the malachite, and we need the other things. So we need manulin, and do I have enough manulin in the system? Manulin, I have 4. That's no good. I need more than 4. I've clearly been making manulin turbine rotors, too many of them. So how about cobalt? Cobalt we got 20 of, so we can just basically crunch that up. And then ardite, do I have enough of? Well, I've got a little bit of ardite, but that is already in crushed form, so it's only going to work for maybe 4 of this equivalent of. So once I crush this up, it's going to be pretty much the same as far as that's concerned. And we can put it in a pulverizer. I've got one up here. Yes, it's currently pulverizing nickel ore. I just want to actually reconfigure that. It's just making basically the side product. So this is the pulverizer. Yep, that's the input bus. So the export bus, I'm going to stop it from importing into the pulverizer nickel. Okay, and we'll just pull that back out. So, yeah, let's just pulverize this, and it'll get pulled into the system. Cobalt ore, we can dump that into pretty much any sort of smelter. The induction one will probably do it. We may not be able to get 16 manulin out of it, though. It may only reduce down to 8. It's not ardite I'm looking for, it's cobalt. There we go. Cobalt ore dust, and let's just dump them downstairs straight into the smeltery over here. We can use any sort of process for this, doesn't really much matter. That should start building, yep, and so should this. We need a little bit more lava. I can probably now hook this straight to our system and not have to worry about lava ever again, but we can just grab it from upstairs, and I'll see you in a second. Okay, we've got enough lava, so let's take a look at this now. We'll just reduce down. 7 ingots, and what happens when... Oh, did I put any but 7 in here? Oh, no, it's pulled out. Oh, I need to stop that until it actually alloys. That's going to go back into the system. 6 ingots of molten manulin, 2 of this. So yeah, it's going to reduce down. I'm clearly going to need some more cobalt and some more ardite. And I looked at the options for making the malachite, and I came to a conclusion. You know what? I'm going to shortcut this by using the sort of vanilla way of doing it. The reason why we're doing all of this is basically to make empowered diamantine, which turns basically us able to make, therefore, ender casing, which we can then turn into end cake to go straight to the end. But there is, of course, another way of getting to the end. So we probably want to go and check that out. That means going out into the world with some eyes of ender, basically right-clicking them and following them until you find a spot where they stop and head straight down. I think I've already found that. It is a fair amount of, distance away from our base. The other thing I will mention is, by the way, when you go to the end, remember your ender book will not go cross-dimension. So once you go over there, you're going to be fighting the end dragon to get back out again. So you're going to take everything you want to get there. So let's just go across to the end fortress, which is a fair ways away from everything else. If I just zoom out, you can see that's sort of the distance we're sort of talking about. There is my pyramid. And there is the end fortress for me. It's different in each world, of course. So now we can dig down, and well, we keep digging down until we get to the end fortress. Of course, you don't want to dig straight down. It's just a rule of Minecraft. But I'll get down there, and we'll see if we can find it. And here we are, straight down. We come all the way down. Not too far. You see there's the surface. And we've got our regular fortress down here, which of course has lots of wonderful stuff from all kinds of different mods. But of course, the one we're looking for is the end portal. So I need to go and find that and see if it needs repairs. And well, we'll see what we need to do for that. So I went and found exactly that and then came back. We've got some eyes of ender. It didn't need repair other than just the normal eyes of ender, so I didn't need to make any of the portal points. And I don't even know if they're craftable. Are they craftable? End portal? No, they're not. Okay, that's fine. Some packs do have it like that. Anyway, eyes of ender. Glass bottles, because we're going to want to grab some dragon's breath if we possibly can. That gets used in a bunch of other recipes. So dragon's breath. There we go. We can get that used to make ender stars, so we're gonna need some way of getting that renewably at some point. But we can brew it using splash water potions. Interesting. Can I just brew that normally? Looks like I can, which means I wouldn't really have to get the bottles. I like that idea, actually. It's just gunpowder, and of course a water bottle, into splash water bottle, into lingering water bottle. Okay, so yeah, we would need to worry about that, but I'll take some with me anyway, just in case I get the opportunity. We've got 3 loot chests from last episode, the Botania ones, so why don't we just go ahead and turn them in. Let's see what we get before we head out there. A soul bead from Curse. Not sure what that actually does. I will go... Oh, it is a curse, I should say. We get a congealed blood block of 64 of them. And indeed, sausage and bread. I quite like the sausage and bread because they have grain, protein, and vegetable. And the things I'm short of right now are grains, proteins, and, well, not vegetables, but the other two. The other two are certainly going to be short of stuff. So I will happily put those away. Dump all of the rest of these. And yeah, I'm just going to make sure that I put my ender book in here for safekeeping once we actually get out there. Speaking of getting out there, I do need that ender book back for a second. End portal, and here it is. So we need to basically go and fulfill. Whoops, that's just a hitch. Sometimes it happens. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, one other thing is when you change dimensions, sometimes your Ring of the Flying Squid has a bit of an issue and it doesn't work. You do want to make sure you test that when you actually go ahead and do that. Let's jump in and see where we get to. Well, okay, so we are over here in the end and we have a Ender Dragon boss bar on the top of the screen, and we're in a room that is already embedded in endstone. fine. First thing, let's do that. And then, yep, my Ring of the Flying Squid is not working, so now it is. Good. And then we basically are going to need to tunnel upwards, so we can do that a few different ways, but I'm just going to do that, and that will let us get us out, and we should be able to do that and dump it all in the system. Plenty of endstone into our system now. We can just crush that and then turn that into more malachite to make more stuff. Yep, let's get out of here. Okay. The Ender Dragon is playing some fun. So we're going to need to do the usual Ender Dragon fight. There are shaders around, so things do look a little bit different. But I'm going to keep on moving around. And then obviously taking out the various points above each of these pillars. And we'll be able to do that remotely. Or should be able to, once I get the right points. There we go. That's one gone. 2 gone, etc. And we'll do the Ender Dragon fight that way. I'm not going to worry too much about the Dragon's Breath unless it really presents an opportunity. So give me a minute to get rid of these pillars. So all the pillars are now got, and we just have the Ender Dragon itself. And of course, remember, we have our paintbrush of death here that basically has no fall off. Whoop. And let's just keep dodging its stuff. But yeah, we can just basically bat things back if we want to, or later. Oh, there is some Dragon's Breath. I want my glass bottle, and I should be able to just grab it. That's just air. It's not my Dragon's Breath. Well, it'd be nice to have Dragon's Breath completely. Let's just take a look. Yeah, that's just Ender Air bottle. I thought it was in there. Maybe there's 2 different things. Maybe. Let's just grab it. Ah, there we go. Yeah, we got at least 1. Yes, good. All right, time to say hello to my little friend. Yes. So, fairly decent amount of damage on this thing. Sidestep. And if you have some more bottles, you're more than welcome to actually do that. I'm just going to eat some sausages on bread, of course. And we want to wait till the Ender Dragon is over land. Make sure nothing drops in the middle of nowhere. There you go. There it goes. So Ender Dragon is down. We'll get a bunch of XP, a bunch of different drops, which is going to be good. And of course the Dragon Heart, which is the main thing we actually want here. And of course our way home. So we're also going to want the Dragon Egg. The Dragon Egg is going to be very, very useful indeed. Do I have the heart? Is it going to give me a heart? Yep, there's the heart. Okay, the Dragon Egg is going to be very useful. To harvest that, you just right-click it and teleport somewhere, and you have to go and find it. The shaders, has to be said, are not helping. There they are. And of course, we're going to need... Oh no. We're going to need a torch, aren't we? We do not have a torch and any way to generate... Oh, hang on. Yeah. Forget I said that. I just want some endstone. Okay, and we'll just make sure we get a torch. There we go. Cool. It's nice to know the game puts those in for you without having to deal with anything. So, as usual, you just put a torch down so that it detaches this once it falls. And there you go. So you got a Dragon Egg, which is going to be very, very useful indeed. And we'll just put the torch back. We don't need it anymore. And indeed, we don't need that on the portal anymore because we have a way back home. Before we head home, however, there's going to be some bunch of different stuff over here we want. 1, lots and lots of endstone. 2, maybe a resource that we can actually grow, which is basically ender pearls. We can grow them from basically the ender lily seeds. And that's pretty good as well. So we will probably want to come over here later to do other things. But there's also other things here. So we've got crystallized obsidian. Biomes aplenty. It seems like it's a light block. And we have celestial crystal shards. Okay, I'm not sure if they're going to be useful, but we'll take them anyway. I know it's pretty dark over here, guys. It's just the shaders. We can just light up a little bit, but it doesn't really help. you can't see anything too much. So yeah, we'll be able to head back home, and after I've done a bit more collecting, I'm just going to get some more endstone, I think, make sure I don't fall through, but otherwise we do actually want a fair amount more, just so that we can basically collect stuff. Now, one thing I haven't seen over here, which you typically do see over here, is draconium. And this is, of course, an expert mod pack, so yeah, draconium is not exactly in huge amounts of supply, but ooh, that's a lot. That's a lot of that light block. What do we have down here? Anything that we see in like spelunking wise, sticking in the sort of sides or indeed underneath? Not that I can see. So it looks like draconium. The other option is normally that you fly outwards to out into the outer islands and get it that way, but again, it may well be, because it's an expert mod pack, not be there. So if anyone knows for sure where the draconium is, then do let me know down below. More importantly, do let other people know who are actually trying to play through as well. I think I've got enough there, haven't I? I've got 14. That's more than enough for a plant, and we can just get more of them done from there onwards. If we need more ender pearls, we can, of course, just kill ourselves a few endermen with the paintbrush of death. that will kill them when they won't be able to dodge. But for now, we're done, so we can just head back. And to do that, we're going to basically head for the portal using our hang glider. Definitely want creative flight soon, and that will basically take us home. Hopefully soon. And here we are. We're back in the pyramid. That's exactly where it teleports us, because that's our bed point, basically. And we can go backwards and forwards at will now, because we have a portal at both ends. If we want to resurrect the dragon, we can, and kill it again to get more hearts. What do I actually want to use the hearts for? That is a good question. Let me just get a couple of the bits and pieces in first. Well, first of all, the egg. We're going to want to make a dragon egg mill, and that will give us huge amounts of GP. But let's just take a look at what the dragon heart can do for us. So dragon heart, since that's the unique basically drop for the Ender Dragon. It'll make Awakened Draconium Crux or Mystical Agriculture. That's basically so we can grow stuff. Like, I think that's for Draconium growing. We can make a Quantum Entangler Porter mechanism. And indeed, you can even craft dragon eggs with dragon hearts. I don't normally need more than 1 or 2 of those, and you can resurrect the dragon for that. Fusion crafting, however, you're going to need it to get to Awakened Draconium. That's far, far more important than anything else. Dragonstone from Britannia, Grains of the End from Ender.io, etc., and bits and pieces. So yes, Draconium is probably the next thing there. We got some of the dust from the dragon itself. It did drop. But longer term, that's obviously not going to be sustainable as far as doing that's concerned. So yeah, we got a dragon heart. And what about Dragon Egg Mill? Dragon Egg Mill. How easy to make that? 2 nether stars, not too hard. And an eye of redstone. How much of stuff of that we've got? We've got 2 nether stars already. We have got some redstone torches. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make the redstone gear. That's that. And then what's this thing? Eye of redstone is trivial. Okay, dragon egg mill. Got. And I'm just going to sleep through the night. And then we can basically replace all of those water mills that we've got going with a single dragon egg mill. And you want to put this somewhere useful in your base. Well, not useful, but somewhere that you don't want to move in your base. I'm actually just going to put it down here. Rather than have it outside, I don't need it anywhere else. So that will do. And now you can see we're generating a huge amount of grid power. Yeah, it is, I think it's 512. Oh, sorry, power generating 500. Yeah. So you have more than enough GP to do anything with extra utilities, having killed the dragon. So good, that's a good start. From there, we're going to need to then sort of create more stuff. We have access to the end. That doesn't mean we can now do more stuff with the end stone, which means we can get more malachite, etc. So if we just do that, if I just get some end stone, and we just get a few of these out, we can just put it through and crush it. And from the crusher, we can then put it through a diamond sieve, and from there, it will then generate more malachite. Speaking of creative flight, well, we need an angel ring, don't we? Angel rings need a few things. One is elytra. I think we've already got one of those in the system. I think we got one earlier in the pack. Elytra, yes, we do. Okay, that is a bauble for the body. Fine, let's just look at the angel ring. Hopefully it counts. Otherwise, we'll have to get that via another means. Angel body, angel ring. Helps if you type the right thing. Here we go. Okay, so we need an ender star. That's going to need another star and dragon's breath. Oh, look at that. We got some dragon's breath. So yeah, one ender star. Clearly we're going to need more of those later. We're going to need some golden apples. They're straightforward, just gold surrounding an apple. We're going to need some ethereal glass and the elytra. The dense gold plates are something we can probably already create through using the compressor, which is gold plates. I'm not sure if we can already make gold plates. We can already make gold plates, so let's select to make, 18 of them. And we'll compress them into 2 dense ones once that's finished. Good. That's that out of the way. Let's look at ethereal glass then. Ethereal. Very useful for a whole broad range of purposes. Ethereal glass is basically glass that is solid for mobs and not solid for you. However, it usually needs divide by diamond of some kind, moonstone, lunar reactive dust, okay, and that is just made from lapis in a resonator, so let's just get 16 lapis and get that going. However, it needs a, yes, this is the divide by diamond, a stable, unstable ingot, or just an unstable ingot. So the unstable ingot requires basically iron, rivercane, and diamond. When you pick this up, it will explode, okay, after 10 seconds. That's how long you get. All right. The other way of doing it is creating stable, unstable nuggets, which generally are more expensive, if it lets me craft them. Will you let me craft a stable, unstable ingot? I want the stable... here we go. Stable, unstable nugget. Yes. Okay, so if you want to spend more diamonds, you can get a safe version. 9 times more diamonds, I might add. But yes, I am. I don't want to have explosions killing me all over the place. And those will turn into basically one of these. So that will combine to make a moonstone, which will combine with glass to make ethereal glass. So first of all, let's just get some lapis going. Lapis. And just dump some in our resonator, which we've got back here. And that'll make into the lunar reactive dust. Off it goes. It's got more than enough GP to solve that, and we can even put in some speed upgrades there to make that faster if we wanted to. That's going to get that done. Let's just look at iron. I think I've already set it to craft some iron, but we've already got some others anyway. So let's just craft 18 of those. We want sticks. Okay. The system can craft some, so 4 more, please. Okay. And diamonds. And I've got 1100 diamonds. Don't really care that much about the diamonds. Stable, unstable. Put them back through. That gets me stable, unstable ingots. And we now have everything we need apart from the lunar reactive dust. That took a little while because I didn't have any speed upgrades, so I just cut forwards. And we're able to make a moonstone, which can go in the system. And that can then be surrounded by glass, I think it is. And nothing else. Moonstone. Yep. To get ethereal glass, that can go in the system as well. And then back to the angel ring recipe. So what's left in that? We have, okay, so a bunch of stuff. The elytra is the top one, the dense gold plates, and the chicken wing ring, or the ring of the flying squid you're going to need. So we're going to need those gold plates. Okay, 18 of them. Do I have a dense gold plate? I do have a dense gold plate recipe. Okay, that's saved me a trip. That should come back. Let's take our ring of the flying squid off. And let's put this elytra in there. And let's put this in there. And let's see if both of those go in. No, it's not going to let me use this. Oh my. Okay. Is there any other way of getting the elytra? Oh, I can convert it. Oh, fine. It's just a crafting. Oh, good. Good. Yes. Yes. Okay, elytra. That gives me an angel ring, which gives me basically creative flight. So, yep, creative flight. This is so nice when you have that available. And of course we can fly around anywhere we like as long as we keep things loaded as far as our GP generation is concerned. We don't need these watermills anymore, so I will clean those up between the episodes. But yeah, creative flight in the same episode as the Ender Dragon kill. So with a few minutes remaining, I got the system to craft a couple of extra sieves. We're not going to want to do this manually for much longer, but now that I have endstone, or rather crushed end stone, we can just put these through, and you'll see, well, one, I've got some malachite, which is exactly what we want. And again, it's only a low chance. It's only a 5% chance that we get it, so it's quite lucky that I've got 2 so far. We do get other gems as well, though. Later on, we will be getting this via lasers, and we won't have to bother with sieving again anymore. But for the meantime, it is there. Basically, it is what it is, and we'll be able to get a couple of those going if we want malachites for that purpose. Anyway, we can set up another automated setup downstairs for that kind of thing. For now, I'm not going to worry. Put you all away. And we have creative flight, so I'm pretty much happy there with the end of the episode. It's about 5 minutes shorter than the half an hour mark, but I think that's a good point to leave it. If you are having problems with creative flight or killing the Ender Dragon, do let me know in the comments down below. It's not terribly hard, of course. It was built to be able to be done with vanilla armor, so that's like diamond armor or such, pretty much. So ours really didn't take much damage, and of course we've got the paintbrush of death here that can pretty much kill anything. So it is very worthwhile having one of these. If you haven't made them already, well, go back and watch the episodes where I made them. There is some more upgrades you can actually do to this, but I think I may need another couple of metals before I actually do that. So we'll get to it, but just not today. Hope you enjoyed. If you have, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, subscribe, share as you normally would. And of course, now I have to get used to not holding down the jump button, but double tapping it instead. So that's on me. Anyway, see you next episode for some more Enigmatica 2 Expert Mode. And as always, thanks for watching.